Because of the following special program, Wonder Woman and the Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
Merry Christmas! Welcome to our home and welcome to our Christmas special. Yeah, special! So, join us for a little bit of time as we reflect on the reason for why we gather together and celebrate for Christmas. That's probably going to happen a lot.
The Faith Presbyterian Church Christmas Special, brought to you by the Joy Gift Offering of the PCUSA and Faith Presbyterian Church.
Alright, you want to sing some more? How about we sing Hark the Herald Angels Sing?
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Christ by highest heaven adored, Christ the everlasting Lord. Late in time behold him come, offspring of the Virgin's womb. Building fresh the Godhead sing, held incarnate deity. Lives in flesh with us to dwell, Jesus our Emmanuel. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Hail the heavenly Prince of Peace, hail the Son of Righteousness. Light and life to all he brings, his revealing in his wings. Mild he lays his glory by, born that we no more may die. Born to raise us from the earth, born to give a second birth. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
So, why do we celebrate Christmas? Remember?
Remember when we celebrated Jesus' birthday?
Of Jesus' birthday, yeah! Why don't I read the story? Okay? Yeah. This is from Luke chapter 2, and this is the message. About that time, Caesar Augustus ordered a census to be taken throughout the empire. This was the first census when Quirinius was governor of Syria. Everyone had to travel to his own ancestral hometown to be accounted for. So Joseph went from the Galilean town of Nazareth up to Bethlehem in Judah, David's town, for the census. As a descendant of David, he had to go there. He went with Mary, his fiancée, who was pregnant. While they were there, the time came for her to give birth. She gave birth to a son, her firstborn. She wrapped him in a blanket and laid him in a manger because there was no room in the hostel, or in the inn. Is that cool? Whoa! I think your Sunday school class, your wee ones, you guys told the story of Christmas, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah. Was that fun to do that? Okay. Why don't we look and watch that? Would that be fun?
Guys, and there's also a movie called Star, which is the star that means that the baby was born.
Yeah, yeah. The star was a big inspiration for the Sunday school class. So why don't we look at that?
So they were all told to go to Bethlehem, but there wasn't any women hotels at Bethlehem, and then Joseph doesn't like Mary giving birth to Jesus in a stable, but Mary does it anyway.
Then they went to the stable, and what was in the stable?
Jesus, and they just did this, like sometimes you do with your baby.
Okay, so I am going to be telling the story about how Jesus was born. So there's a light in a barn, I guess you would call it, and the angel was above the star, which is right there. And Jesus, Mary, and Joseph are inside, and 3 wise men came to give them presents.
Can you just tell me about it?
You know I didn't write the word.
That's okay. Can you just tell me about your picture?
A heart.
A heart.
A happy. And Jesus and stuff.
It's a birthday heart for Jesus.
And so that's the end of this video.
Awesome. Thanks.
So you can watch it if you want to.
Yeah, we'll put it together. So what do we open on Christmas morning?
Presents.
Presents. Why do we do presents? Why do we give gifts?
Do you remember the 3 people on the camels that came to Jesus?
Wise men.
Yeah, the wise men. What did they bring? You don't remember gold
Good.
and frankincense and myrrh.
Myrrh.
They brought presents to honor Jesus.
I don't know what is.
Frankincense is a smelly stuff. They brought presents to welcome and to honor Jesus, and so that's why we give presents. What's the best present you've ever gotten?
Science.
Science? Science is a pretty
Science
good
is a cool present.
Yeah. That's cool.
And for the next one, I'm going to get a science kit.
No way? Oh my goodness. What's the best present you've ever given, do you think?
Flowers to mom.
Flowers to mommy.
Flowers
Those are
to
some of
mommy.
mommy's very favorite things.
Yeah. My favorite present I've given was last year. I got Mama a very fancy, expensive wrap, and I worked together with Uncle. It wasn't last year. It was a couple
2 years ago.
I worked together with Uncle David and with Grammy, and so we could get that.
Yep, that's one of my favorites. Okay.
Cool. What are some of your favorite gifts given and received?
Probably the best Christmas present I ever gave was to my granddaughter Charlie. Last year it was her first Christmas, and I had a quilt made for her, a Christmas quilt, and it says Charlie's First Christmas 2017, and then on the back it says from Poppy and Tookie, and on the back this year will be a quilted ornament added to it, and every Christmas from now on she'll have a new ornament on her quilt.
The best Christmas gift I ever got was my blue bicycle with a banana seat, and it had little blue flowers on it. And that was my favorite Christmas gift ever. And it was nice outside, so I got to ride my bicycle after ribbon presents.
My favorite gift I've ever given was to Jimmy Andrews. He continued to break his fly rod, and so I found an ugly stick fly rod so it wouldn't break. That evening that we gave it to him, I put a fly in a little box and got it says, go get my car. He says, "Can I have your keys to go get the car?" I says, "Okay." He went and he found it. And he's still using it today. It hasn't broken. So, and he's a special person to me.
The best gift that I've ever gotten, I would go back to probably the one you remember. Of course, that's a childhood memory. Was when I got a 3-speed English bicycle.
Merry Christmas. See you next year.
That was just so really something. Didn't have the wide tires, had the skinny tires. 3 years. That was all I could ever want as a little boy.
Last year when we were there, it was...
Gift I gave, I think about my granddaddy, and because he always thanked you so much, but all he ever wanted was socks for Christmas. And he kept asking for those. So in the foolishness of 4 boys was the year, and I think he liked that better than anything. We gave him socks, but what we did first is take scissors to cut holes in all the socks that we gave him. And he enjoyed those more than anything. So I think when you see somebody enjoy something, laughing as much as he did, he was a great guy, and I remember that.
The best gift that we were ever given was the birth of our daughter. She was born on December 22nd, and we brought her home Christmas Eve. So that was, Christmas is special, but it made it extra special. So I couldn't have got a better gift than that. And the best gift that we ever gave was when Michaela was 8. We got her a full-size go-kart, full-size, with the roll bars and the helmet, and she went out Christmas Day in her pajamas, and our backyard is still, it's where she tore up all the grass in a circle, and we still cannot grow grass there.
Favorite Christmas present. It's not hard to think about it because it was so singular in my life. My husband, it was in the fall of the year, and she came to me and said, "What do you want Santa Claus to bring you?" And I said, "Oh, there is no question. I want that doll that's in the general store." She says, "Oh, I've seen that doll. That's a Madame Alexander doll." I said, "Well, she's beautiful, and she wants to come home with me." And Mama said, "Now, honey, Santa Claus can't afford Madame Alexander. That's a very expensive doll." And I said, "Well, I'll forego all the oranges in my stockings. In my stocking, I don't want any other gifts. I just want that doll." And she said, "Well, it's a long shot. I don't think Santa Claus can bring you that doll." But that didn't deter me. I went back and forth to visit with her in the store. The ladies in the store knew about what time I was coming, and they would get her down from the high shelf and put her down so I could see every part of her. And oh, she was beautiful. She was Queen Elizabeth. She was made during the year that Queen Elizabeth was crowned. So she had on all of her fabulous jewels, her bracelets and her necklace and her crown and the garter, the blue garter. Oh my, she was so beautiful. And she had a big hoop skirt, satin shoes. I saw every part of her, and I loved every part of her. And the ladies and I got to be pretty good friends because they knew how much I wanted her. And then came the day when I went to see her, my regular routine, and she wasn't there. And the lady said, "We hate to tell you this, but we sold her today. And she's going to make one little girl very happy." And I knew it wasn't going to be me. So I can still feel that feeling of my heart and my feet. But I knew Mama had told me we couldn't afford her. And I went home and told Mama, I said, "Mama, they sold her today." She says, "Well, honey, less expensive dolls need love too." And I remember her throwing me the Sears catalog, and she said, "See if you can't get happy with a less expensive doll." So I said, "Okay." So I flipped through the pages and I found one that was sort of semi-okay. And I told her that one would do, and she said, "Well, that's good." And then Christmas morning came, and I charged into the living room, and there was Queen Elizabeth under the tree. I was so excited. Mama had saved the egg money to buy her, and that was my favorite Christmas present.
I came to Pan American in 2012 due to the violence that my hometown was experiencing, and Pan American was a great blessing for me. Pan American helped me to improve my gifts and my talents and be ready for college, and as well as my spiritual life. It gave me strong roots to stick to God, and even when I went through hard moments, when I got homesick or tests were hard, I would have my faith right there. I'm currently studying nursing. I'm a sophomore. And after I graduate, I want to go a year for YAP. And then after that, hopefully go to seminary because I want to become a chaplain or a missionary nurse. I would love to help people around the world, like I was helped in my moment when I was fleeing the violence from Mexico. And I would love to work in a school setting or hospital setting, just put to work my gifts. I am really thankful to the Christmas Joy offering. It's really important for me how much my life has changed because of that. So I'm really thankful to all the people that support the Christmas Joy offering because it really helps out with students like me or people like me.
Right there, that's plenty. Let's see. All right, here we go. Yeah. We had a baby boy. It's okay. Baby boy, the virgin. I need to hear you.
Baby boy, and there was Jesus. He comes from the glory. We come from the glorious kingdom. We come from the glory. We come from the glorious kingdom. Oh yes, believers. My own ring. You can hit me with teeth.
I'll swing at her.
Play your instruments. All right, sing.
He comes from a glorious kingdom. He comes from the glory.
lots of traditions, and you know what a tradition is? No. Tradition is a thing that you do. There's lots of things that we do around this season to help us remember. So for instance, my family, when I was growing up, we always went to the Christmas Eve service, and usually we were involved. We go to that, and then we go to Grandpa Jim's house, and Grandpa Jim tells the night before Christmas. Yeah, that's what that was like.
Do you remember some of the traditions we do? There's some from Mommy's family that we do.
Yeah.
Let's see, what do we open on Christmas Eve? No, on Christmas Eve. Well, it is a present. On Christmas Eve, we all get matching pajamas or similar pajamas. Sometimes they're not matching. And what do you get to put on the Christmas tree every year?
Ornaments.
Yep, and everybody gets a special ornament every year.
Yeah.
And you don't know this, but what do we eat on Christmas Eve every year? We eat French onion soup with crab canopies. Because that is what you eat on Christmas Eve.
Absolutely.
And in my family, we also read a book. We didn't read The Night Before Christmas. We read The Littlest Angel, which is one of Mommy's very, very favorite books.
Yeah.
And yours too, huh? Because
Yeah.
we read that now. Yeah, we've been reading that one. And that's a few of them. We have quite a few with me. Ross and
Yeah.
family, so I'll stop there.
And I'm sure you have a lot of Christmas traditions as well. What are those?
My Christmases have been full of family, so naturally I think of the best Christmas ever. There were 70 people in the Harris family, all members of the Government Free Presbyterian Church. And almost all of us would gather at an aunt's house who had the high rapping steps, and the children would all get on there and sing. My crazy father, who was the youngest of the 7 children of the aunts and uncles and my daddy, he would always try to direct. He knew nothing about music, he couldn't carry a tune, but he directed everything. So that was always very, very special.
Every year, it's important to do that. Grandpa Daddy gets out, and whoever finds it gets $5. The kids all have a big hunt. One year they couldn't find it, and he had been to the dump the year before, dumped the trees, and someone had left it on the tree. Since then, it's been hanging on our tree at home. So that's one we all look for every year. That's our tradition. All kids hunt that.
The favorite tradition we have at my house is my dad hides 3 little elves in the Christmas tree. And we all try to rush and be the first one to find all 3 that he's hidden somewhere in the Christmas tree.
And our tradition every year is, since Michaela was brought home on Christmas Eve, when the nurses knitted her red and white booties. And every year, the last place that, or ornament that I place on the tree up top is her little red booties. Because, and I mean, I pack them in bubble wrap, everything. And she said, Mom, when I move out, can I have those? And I'm like, no, not until I die. So that's my Christmas thing. I wish y'all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
So, thank you so much for watching our Christmas special, and Merry Christmas. And what are you doing? Give to the Christmas Joy offering, and have a very blessed Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'll see you. Bye. Bye. Very, very nice. All right, you want to do your
Christmas
crazy
dance? You gotta do it over here.
Here, I'll film you like, all right. Do your crazy Christmas dance. You're gonna kill the...
Stop it!
Don't ask me why I don't give my kids sugar. All right, no daddy in here, Daddy. Lily's gonna tell me about her picture. All right. All right, tell me about it. You gotta do.
No daddy. No daddy.
It's okay. Can you do it with your daddy in here? Can you just tell me about it?
You No, I didn't write them.
Here we go. I messed up. Okay. Alright. So. Alright.
Working with kids and pets, folks. Working with kids and pets.
So, what do we open on Christmas